What's up, guys? Welcome back to Roleplay Ehbon. We're going into the second half here. You guys are crumpling paper into the mic, as well as hunting or looking for some ogres. Correct?
Yep, ogres.
And mainly
all
the
the
paper
ogres.
crumpling.
And the paper crumpling. Is the paper crumpling the sound of the horses? Or there's some awkward horses you guys have. There we go. That's good. I like that. Keep it up.
We're going over grass, though.
We're going over grass. That's true. Do you have any grass handy, Neil, to do some planking on?
Me and Destiny got really good at the galloping thing. Because we called, yeah. In Control was the dark horse of our tournament, so every time he played, we went like...
Oh, that's good.
That's good, yeah.
That's real good.
That's the noise it makes as you guys are walking through the Shadow Hills in the middle of the night. You guys enter into it, go in the right direction. Ryan, are you the one leading the party?
Sure.
Can you make a intelligence check for me to see how well you remember where you're going?
Okay. My int is 15.
It is.
19.
Okay. You guys start wandering into the shadowed hills. About 30-minute passes. Cobblepot still seems very confident in his directional skills. And about an hour passed, and you guys realize you've been wandering around without any sense of direction from what Cobblepot has led you guys in. And you're not really sure where you entered into this place anymore.
I'll say, are you sure we're going the right way, buddy?
Are you mocking me?
A little bit, but this is pretty fucked up, man.
You know, I thought I knew where we were going, but we should have been there by now.
I don't know. I trust you, Cobblepot. I believe in you. If you think this is the right way, maybe we just need to go a little further.
Can you guys see footprints? Like, ogre footprints must be gigantic and hard to not notice.
Give me a perception check if you're looking, Riley.
I can't see.
Oh, you're a human. That's true.
I will
dirty
do a
humans.
perception check.
Yeah, okay.
14, is it? Peas, yeah.
14 and 13 for Ricardo and Cobblepot.
Damn.
Did you roll, Ryan?
Yeah, I
You
will.
have 13.
Okay. 26.
Ricardo, you're looking around. You don't see any Cobblepot. You start to see what looks to be a trail of some sorts. The feet are rather large.
I think I've got it now. I start to follow the trail.
Oh, I see it. Oh, I see.
Oh, you confirm? Because I don't want to walk around for another hour aimlessly.
No, yeah, Cobblepot knows what's up.
Alright, let's go.
All right, you guys start to follow these tracks. They start at... I need to refresh the screen. They start on one side of a hill, and as you pass down into the bottom of the next hill... What is the bottom of a hill called in between? Not the apex, but the...
The valley, the...
Peak? No, the...
No. The, gully.
What is the opposite of an apex?
Trough.
You guys aren't helping me.
No,
Hold on,
I'm thinking about waves, crests, and troughs, and
Is it-
gullies and shits. The valley between two hills?
Nadir.
What?
I looked up the antonym for apex. Nadir?
How do you spell it? Nadir?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, you guys reach the nadir of the hill. And as you're doing that, you realize that it is the main road that you guys use to walk through. And it is going completely across of the... as you're crossing the road, it's not really a paved road or anything. Neil, you look down the road and you see two red eyes coming at you very quickly. Looks to be some sort of creature running at you. It's pretty far off. It's about 100, maybe 150 yards.
I draw a spear and I shout, "Halt, or I shall skewer you, sir!"
You guys see Rich do this, and you have no idea what he's talking about.
Rich, you alright?
I'm like, Rich, I'm admiring the nadir here. It looks beautiful.
Does the do the red eyes stop moving?
No, they are gaining ground on you, getting closer and closer. As it's probably traveled. You don't really know. It's getting closer to you, I guess is the best
Well,
way to put it.
I will throw my spear at it. How far is it so I know what range to
At this point, it's around, let's say 80 yards.
Oh, 80 yards.
I think that puts it in medium for you.
No, for my spear is 10, 20, and 30 yards.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was about 150 when it started off, and you just saw 2 red eyes at the end of this.
I point with my spear at it, and I say, those foul eyes off in the distance, they approach us.
You turn.
Can we all see it now?
The rest of the party turns, and you guys see nothing.
Oh God.
Damn, Rich, are you okay, bro? See
Do
your
you guys
wife
not
again?
see those 2 beady red eyes? They're charging at us. You must be blinded by your... I don't know.
Rich,
No,
I don't
I
see
don't
him either,
know.
man.
I kind
I
of
don't
have
even hear
night
anything.
vision. Like night vision's kind of my thing, and no, man.
Seriously?
They're about 30 yards out now.
Well, then you won't mind if I just throw my spear right ahead, then. Because clearly there's nothing there for you guys, so I'm just going to kill something.
Actually, we would mind because that's pretty weird, man. You're pointing at something that's not there.
I still throw my spear.
Rich, are you alright?
Oh, but at 50 yards... At 30 yards...
They're 30
yeah,
yards.
minus. Okay.
You can wait if you want to throw them when they're 20 yards away, so you get a.
No,
better shot.
I've got another spear. I'll just throw my second. I'll do one at long range, and then if I get time to do another one, then I'll do it at whatever other range.
Okay.
If I get time. So I throw my spear. 16.
Yeah, you get a very forceful throw, and the spear goes right at this creature. And as it looks as if it should hit, it sails right through and lands and points in the ground and wobbles back and forth. And this creature rides through the group, passing through everything as if you guys don't even exist at that
What?
point.
Rich is yelling as this happens.
Rich, you get a closer look at this thing. It is a horse that doesn't look to have, like, normal horse, right, has skin. This one doesn't. There's blood dripping all the way down from it. And the carriage that it's actually riding behind, you see, like, the hands and different legs, body parts on the outlying carriage. They're all moving at the same time. There's blood just dripping down from this carriage and this horse as it rides past you.
I saw my spear, like, it kind of, like, rode through where my spear was, right?
Yeah, your spear is in the ground behind it, like, waving back and forth.
All right, I want to throw one of my magical hatchets at it. That's...
Okay.
I can't. Like, as it rides through, I'm just... Oh!
Okay. Yeah, you can get it has already passed through you, but you can get an attack as it's riding past.
Okay. Does that mean +2 for back attack?
Yes. Well, you're throwing it at a carriage at this point, because the carriage is now what you can see. You can't see the horse riding in front
But
of
the
you.
carriage, like, literally moved through us.
Yes.
Okay, I don't even throw. I hop off. I just ride my horse in the opposite direction of where it is going. I freak out and I just take off.
Okay.
I kick on Ricardo's horse, like, my heels, to try and get it going to follow Rich.
I'm like, girl, what the fuck are you doing?
Girl.
Something's wrong with Rich.
Girl.
We gotta chase after him. Something's wrong.
Fine.
You guys start chasing after him. Cobblepot, what are you doing in all this?
I guess I'd go after him, too.
Okay, reluctantly,
You
Cobblepot
guess.
begins to strike his horse, and you guys start riding after Rich. Are you
He's
just
like,
trying to catch
"Nah."
up to him? Like, what? And Rich, are you just riding as fast as you can?
Rich is fucking freaking out, man. There's like a ghost ran through him. No one else saw it. He's thinking that he's going slowly crazy, and he's just panicking and running. So he's gonna ride for probably like 10, 15 minutes, and then like, get his shit together and stop and look around and freak out and probably puke.
Okay, you guys ride around try to catch up to Rich, but he's really made sure the horse is just going as fast as he can. Ride around for 15, 20 minutes, and eventually Rich stops.
I'll stop. I jump off my horse and just kind of like, collapse into the ground and start praying, which is unusual.
Alright, I jump off Ricardo's horse and I run to Niel and start, like, patting him on the back.
Cobblepot!
What?
You know the gods. What was that beast? What was that thing? I describe it in as much detail as I possibly can to him. It was ungodly. It moved
What?
through us. My spear did not touch it. It
The way that
literally
he-
rode right through us.
Would I know what this is?
No. I mean, you would know that it was a carriage being dragged by a skinless horse that was blood, like how he described it to you. You don't know what it is.
No, it sounds like you're hallucinating something. Because none of us saw
to
it, and I've
me-
never heard of that.
It honestly sounds like the Blood God is fucking with you again. He's been fucking with you for a while. You made a pact with him. I think we're gonna have to go back to that town and fuck him up eventually, because this is getting weird.
Okay. Do you think it's still safe to look for these ogres, or should we just like make camp for the night? Because I'm kind of freaking out, man.
Listen, calm down. It's the Blood God. And it's gonna keep happening, Rich. It might happen in combat. You just have to rely on us to tell you what's real and what's not.
Okay.
I'm happy you're concerned about it. Finally, Rich.
Okay. Cobblepot, what do we do?
So
Look,
yeah,
we-
can I ask
we-
what god were you praying to just now?
I don't know the names of the gods. Cobblepot, what's a good god's name? Or sorry, Ryan. Someone. What's a
Let
like
me
a god
think.
of good?
Let me think for a minute.
Um,
They're all the
See-
same gods that were in the original Ehbon, Ryan.
I'm
Oh, he's a mouse.
Yeah, that's the one I thought of too. The mouse. The mouse
The-
and the cheese.
there's an elf god, and we're kind of in the forest.
Mechanus. Mechanus
his
is a
name-
great god.
Fuck Mechanus. Go for Merc.
Seriously?
man.
No,
We're-
fuck you if you say
Yeah.
fuck Mechanus.
Hey,
Hey,
the best
we're in
god.
the
Great
forest.
times.
We're in the forest. I think Mirkwood will protect us better. than
Whatever
a
god I used to pray to for like my crops and my sheep, blah blah. Like whatever farming god I would pray to back when I was,
Sure,
Yep.
you were closer to the. You said you lived on the western side of the world, closer to the Elven lands. So I would say Mirkwood, probably.
Yeah, I was probably praying to Mirkwood then. Yeah,
Wait, were you-
Mirkwood
Were you praying to? Okay, thank you.
Mirkwood
Mirkwood's a good
for
guy.
for
Good
guidance and for help.
That's
I
good.
think Mirkwood could destroy Mechanus. I'm just saying.
I think so too. He would fuck him up. Like
I
good.
get wrecked.
Cobblepot, you're just gonna stand there and smile. All right, Cobblepot stands there and smiles and looks around. What are you guys doing now?
Look, we came all this way. I don't think we should let these hallucinations stand in the way of us taking these ogres out.
That's true. Let's go.
Alright, do we see any more footprints? Cobblepot, Ricardo?
No, you guys look around for the footprints and realize that you've been riding while following Rich. You didn't realize that you rode for quite some time.
Let's
Okay.
let's
to
head
go
back in the
back.
direction that we
Yeah.
just came from. Try and
Yeah.
find the trail.
Alright.
While we're doing that, JP, what's can you describe the forest or where we're at?
Yeah, these hills are. They're at this point. It's nighttime. Hills are quite large. Some of them smaller, some of them bigger. There are some trees every now and then, but for the most part, it just seems to be like a plains type area.
How tall are the trees?
The trees are anywhere from 8 to 12 feet tall.
Okay.
Is there anything specific that you're looking for descriptions? The hills are tall enough that if it was during the day, they would cast shadows behind on the ground behind them.
Okay. I was
Those-
mostly wondering about the tree sizes so that we could
Yeah, the
use
trees
them
are
to-
about 8 to 12 feet tall.
Okay.
You guys
Are we
ride
back
back
on-
to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where the
you ride
trail
back
was.
over there, and after 20 minutes or so of searching, you do pick up on the trail again of these feet that you've been following.
All right, now when we get close, be quiet because I'm operating under the assumption that they're going to be sleeping, but there might be some guards, so let's be really quiet.
I'll say, Largo, baby. I know you like screaming, but don't, okay? He says, woo!
Okay. You guys follow the tracks. They go up and down 2 or 3 hills. As you go up to the top of them, top of the third hill, you reach the top and you see a campfire. Actually, you see 2 or 3 campfires down below, and you see a tent or two here and there.
Do we see any actual ogres?
You see one ogre on the ground. He looks to be asleep or lying down. You're not really sure if he's completely knocked out, but you only see one. And then opposite side, in one of the other tents, or outside of one of the other tents, you see 3 orcs walking around.
Are there any? How tall are the orcs?
They're about 4 or 5 feet. Or wait, I think 4 or 5 feet tall. That's how they are.
Okay.
They're much smaller.
Is there any trees around?
Yeah, there's a tree next to you guys on the hill. There's a couple trees on the ground. Not too many though.
Okay.
Am I at full HP?
Yes, everyone is at full HP.
All right, guys. So I think we should take advantage of the high ground. If
They're
we
about 6
have,
feet tall.
Rich has spears, and I have a few ranged attacks. So
Shit,
we
I
could
left
always.
my spear back there. I only have one. It's cool. I still have one. I got my hand axes too.
All right.
What about the sleep idea?
I mean, we could go for that, but again, it may not work. And if it doesn't work, it may just wake him up when I say the words.
Well, there's only one sleeping from what we can see, and there's 3 that are patrolling. We could try and sleep the ones that are patrolling.
This looks like a rather
Okay.
large encampment, though.
How many tents do we see, JP?
3. They're set up just to.
And
This looks like a decently large encampment.
the size of the tents versus the size of the ogres, how many people would it look like it could sleep? Each one.
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
So the size of the tents versus the size of the ogres that we're seeing patrolling, how many people does each tent look like it could sleep?
2 of the tents here. If you look at Roll20, you guys can see this, right?
Yep.
Yeah. These 2 tents. Let me ping right here and here. I don't know why it's pink. Look to just be smaller tents that would house orcs, and this
Okay.
one, which has the ogre sleeping outside of it, is much larger. It is about 20 feet wide and at least 15 feet high.
Okay. First thing that I want to do is cast strength on Rich.
Okay, give me a D4.
thought it was
Ricardo, why
D8
don't you cast that spell
Oh yeah,
on me?
is it a D? It is D8.
You don't like magic. What is it?
But I like strength.
It's a D8.
Yes.
D8?
It's a paradox.
6.
6. So you are at
Never said I was consistent.
1830.
That's 1830, 1840. Doesn't matter. Anything.
Everything
18,
below 50 is the
50.
same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what is Riley at normally?
16.
She's
They're
at
the same strength. Yeah.
Okay. So it's equal helpful for either of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Equally beneficial.
Equally
Riley
beneficial.
wants it more.
I'll give it to you next time, I promise.
Yeah, she does.
So, okay, I guess we could try to sleep him. Someone's gotta cover me though. Sleep has a 30 yards range, and 30 feet of each other is what it would affect.
Well,
How
I'll
many-
be right
how many-
behind you if something goes wrong.
How many people would? Well, I can cast from 30 yards away, right? And 30 feet area of effect.
I messaged you an important thing about that spell.
Okay.
Is that how it affects us?
Yeah, I knew that. That's why, like, but I'm not sure what that. Would I know that? Like, would I know? I wouldn't.
You would
With a
have
creature.
an understanding because you've cast it before on things and it hasn't worked.
Right. I know that it doesn't work sometimes, but I wouldn't know if it's gonna work here or not, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that you read that portion of the spells.
Yeah. All right, guys, we can try this. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but we can try it. I will cast sleep while on Largo. I think Riley, you should go on a tree or something else, because I might have to ride away. To the back.
Alright.
Oh, I have a plan. What if I cast Grease in front of me first? Like I can cast as many spells as I want if we're not actually in combat, right?
Yes.
Like
It does
taking
take
turns.
time, so if anyone else wants to make another action, they can. But yeah, you
Right.
can totally do that.
So I have a good idea, I think. I'll cast Grease in front of us in the path that they're likely to follow. And then I'll cast Sleep, and if it doesn't work and they chase after us, at least they'll be greased. Also, Rich, if you have that torch, we could light them up on fire as they walk past. I watched, or I read a book on.
Quick thought here, Riley. Can
Same.
I borrow your sword,
Which one?
Rev?
Sure. Pass him, Rev. I say you're gonna be with Rich now, Rev, for a bit.
Okay.
You're my favorite sword, Rev. And then I pass it to Rich.
Okay, I pick up Rev and I walk just a few feet away. I want to have a slightly private conversation, not too private. So I just walk a few feet away. I'm like, Rev,
Hey, Rich, what's going on? How you doing? You still dead?
what do you know about ogres? Have you fought one
Ogres.
before? Have you killed an ogre before? Tell
I
me
have
what you know about
fought
ogres.
so many not ogres before. It is crazy.
So many not ogres before? What's a not ogre?
It is not an ogre. I've never fought an ogre, Rich. It's crazy.
So you don't even know what an ogre is then?
What's an ogre?
Awesome. You're how old now?
1 second. 1, 2, and he starts going very slow.
All right, but you're like 600 years old, right?
Yes, I'm quite old, but
But you've never fought an ogre.
never fought an ogre. You know, I spent some time in that town, probably on a shelf. I don't remember when. Sometimes I lose track of time when I'm sitting there by
That
myself.
must have been awful. All right. You know what? Sometimes I think Riley doesn't appreciate the depth of knowledge that you can provide for the team. If you ever get tired of her, let me know.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, here you go. I bring it back to Riley. I'm like, here you go. I just asked him if he knew anything about ogres, and he doesn't.
I like that
Yeah.
guy. He says
Oh,
to you, Riley.
He likes you, Rich.
Oh. Well, I know how you dislike magic and all that stuff. So if you ever decide that you don't want a magical talking sword, you know,
What are you calling Rev?
a
Stop.
magical talking sword.
Stop.
Rev, I don't know if
That's
you can
Rev.
hear me. You're a magical talking sword. Don't let her tell you
Because of my
otherwise.
ears, he can't hear you.
He can't hear you.
Rich may not be aware of that fact.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling that to more Riley than anyone.
Okay.
So about this grease sleep plan, let's do it.
Sure.
You like it? Okay. Are we doing the torch as well?
Let me see if I have
It's
any.
a little risky, but I think they might fall as they walk into the grease. So if you stay at the edge and light it on fire, as they're walking in. Like I said, I read a book on a place called Scotland, and there was this this battle that they did.
You know what? I don't have any more torches.
Are you serious, Rich?
Why didn't you buy a torch? I've been bringing all the torches for us this entire time,
Maybe if
and
you
you never
I'm
asked or
highly
even
in debt. I owe people 160 G.
maybe
You
if you could have the
now you're
grease
trying to borrow
trail
torches.
like in the campfire, if you cast it so it slid all the way down there, that would light it on fire.
I mean, it would, but I don't know if we want to destroy their homes or not. It doesn't really matter. We have to kill them anyway, so might as well drag them out. I think.
Is anyone watching the
it's
camp
still
as this is
irrelevant,
happening?
though.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Riley, you're in the conversation too, so I'm going to say you're not. So it's up to
No,
Cobblepot.
I just have my hands over my ears.
Cobblepot, are you watching the camp?
I mean, I'll put it to you this way. I feel like we'd be at least I'd be
Facing it?
facing the camp, but I would
Yeah,
be
we
engaged
would.
in the conversation.
Totally. As you guys are having the conversation, we'll just say that everyone sees this because you're not going to just turn your back to the camp. Out of the large tent on the right where the ogre is sleeping in front of it, you guys see a second ogre walk out.
Okay, so there's at least 2 of those guys. Okay, I'm gonna
Wait, the
go
three
ahead and
patrolling, were they orcs or ogres?
Orcs. They were much
Or-
smaller.
I see.
They were
Okay.
about 6 feet tall.
I'm kind
Damn
of
it,
gonna
if
get
only we had a thief in the party who could sneak up behind these guys and kill them.
yeah. Yeah, what that. I'm gonna walk a little bit forward, kind of like trying to. How far away are we now?
20 yards up the hill. Or how far is 20 yards? It's not that far. You're probably like 50, 60 yards up the hill.
What's that in feet?
Times 3. So 150, 160.
Okay. Oh, this is
Or
range
180.
30. Sleep is cool. Okay. So 30 yards is okay. I'll walk like where I'm in range of 30 yards ish, like 30 yards away from the camp.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a clear path? Like I'll be hiding behind trees and whatnot. But is there a clear path from the camp to us that the ogres would probably follow, or is it?
You're asking if is there a road that they would follow outside of the camp?
Kind of, or
They're
rather if it's
as you look around, you realize that there are 3 hills kind of set up in a triangle type situation around this. And all of there's 2 exits on the pretty much the exact west and exact east, but there's no dirt path or anything. But that would definitely be where they walk out of this
Okay.
area.
yeah. If I can just gauge, yeah, exactly where they would work towards us to cast the grease. There is what I wanted to know.
Okay.
So, okay, I'll get as close as 30 yards, and then I'll cast grease in front of us.
Okay. So you're casting it on the side of this hill or on the ground in the encampment?
Wait, I can cast grease in the encampment right now?
No,
No, I
that's
wouldn't
what I'm
wanna
asking you. Where exactly are you casting this? I just need.
I wouldn't want to alert them, so just really close to us, so that we can, like, as they chase after us, if sleep doesn't work, then they'll kind of walk through the grease. Is my plan.
So hold on, I'm just drawing this.
How will we get down there? If there's grease in the way.
I mean, there's plenty of paths. We would just have to stand behind the grease so that they.
That's
follow
what it
us.
looks like.
Okay, perfect. And this right here is grease. This. Or
No, that's the hill that you guys are on. This is the hill towards the back of it. This is the hill towards the right of it, and then this is where they leave and come in if they were to not go through the hills. So you guys
Okay.
are on this hill looking over it. So I need to know where you cast it.
Okay, so I think we should move over to a side, guys. Wait, is there trees on either side of the hill?
Totally. There's a couple trees.
Okay, so let's say there's. Can you draw the trees on the side that I?
If you're wanting tree cover, you can have tree cover. I
Okay,
don't need
cool.
to draw it.
Okay, guys. So I guess we would go here. Cast grease here. That's grease.
You didn't draw anything. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Okay, and now, unless anyone wants to do anything else, I will cast sleep on this.
Okay. And where do we attack from? From in here?
We do not attack. We stand behind the grease and wait for them to follow us. I mean, we can do ranged attacks as they come, I'm sure.
What if they don't come at us?
Well, then we fuck them up. I don't know. Why wouldn't they come? I'll cast sleep on them. We can lure them out, I'm sure.
What if you actually put them to sleep and then they're just sleeping in there?
Then we go and slit their throats.
Okay.
Okay, sleep!
Okay. Let me read the spell real quick. I do not believe there is a save versus spell. There has
I
to
think
be.
there is.
Okay. I gotta roll some dice.
Careful about those die, JP. You saw what I did to that market man.
What? Oh, I know. Okay, you see the 3 orcs that were walking around fall to the ground, basically lifeless. They seem to be asleep. The 1 ogre that was walking around, he falls to the ground lifeless, and and you hear a couple of other thuds, but you're not sure where or what they are.
Okay, what do you guys think we should do?
Let's quickly walk around the grease and just start slitting throats.
Okay.
Somebody give me a dagger.
Let's make sure we ride there. I have only 1 dagger, bro. If I'm gonna be slitting throats, I probably need it.
I tossed Cobblepot my short sword.
All right. If we ride there, won't it make a lot more noise?
Yeah, but we'll be able to run away if we have to. I don't know. I mean, okay, we can just walk there, I guess. Let's walk there quietly.
Okay. I toss Cobblepot, one of my hand axes.
I now have 2 new weapons. I'm ready to slit throats.
All right, and what are you guys doing? You're walking.
We're
into the
going
encampment?
around the grease towards the guys who fell asleep. Who is the closest to us?
The ogre on the ground.
Let's
Which
take
was,
the ogre
who was
out
already
first.
asleep. I need to make the second ogre real quick.
So we see no people that are currently awake.
Yes.
No, but we heard something move.
Right. We heard something thud, which means it probably fell asleep.
Oh, cool.
So 3 orcs, 2 ogres are asleep. 1 was already asleep.
Alright, so we slowly walk up to them and slit all their throats.
First,
Wait, should we synchronize it and slit all the throats at the same time?
I'll go to
Let's
this ogre
synchronize
right
me.
here, and you 3 head over to the. You 3 head over to the 3 orcs.
Wait, what's
Okay.
synchronize mean?
Same time.
Oh, okay, got it.
Who is going to the ogre that was not affected by the sleep spell but is asleep?
Orion Cobblepot, I think.
I am, yes.
Can you make me a dex check?
a dex check?
And
Okay.
everyone else that's passing by him, which is actually the entire party, can you all make dex checks to see how quietly you move past this guy?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Riley, Rich.
I'm really bad at finding my deck.
Oh my god, 6 decks.
You need a 5 or higher, Neil, to pass. Just so you're. Or sorry. Well, it doesn't much matter.
12 decks. Did I already pass by just having 12 decks?
No. Roll.
Well, easy as shit anyway.
It doesn't matter.
so-
Yeah. As you guys are walking by, Ryan, you get up close. You're standing there. You went first. You're standing over this guy with what were you gonna slit his throat with? The hand axe?
Probably what?
Short sword?
The short sword, yeah.
Okay.
Would you have to hold that with both hands?
No, he's.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take it and I'd
Yeah.
like a starting a lawnmower or a saw or something.
You're standing over this guy, and Rich and Riley go to walk past you, and as they do, their armor makes loud clanking noises, and you walk by them.
Ryan reveals his true age by the starting lawnmower thing.
Yeah, you.
No one in chat gets it.
Everyone
Is
walks
that
by.
not how
and
they start now?
No, not anymore. Nowadays, everything's like push start.
It's all electronic.
Really?
That's-
No
Yeah.
one pulled the little stringy thing and
No, you no longer have to. There's no more carb or anything. It's you no longer have to ease it in and wait for the gas to get right. Shit's easy these days.
You don't have to push the whatchamacallit, the prime. You don't have to prime.
No,
it?
you don't have to prime it. Just like you don't have to kickstart your motorcycle anymore. Now it's all
Yeah, you
fancy
just
and
push a button,
electronic.
man.
I gotta get a new lawnmower.
You do.
Seriously.
You do.
I've never thought about buying a lawnmower in my life. No. Just have one of my parents' old lawnmowers.
Buying a
Anyway.
lawnmower sucks because that means you have to mow the lawn.
Yep. Yeah, I have a yard now, so I have to do that
fucking
shit.
sucks, man.
Old man
Oh,
rush.
humble brag.
The humbler brag would be, oh no, I have someone cut it for me. That would be the humbler
Yeah.
brag.
That-
Anyways, you guys walk past this ogre, and somehow, even with all this fucking noise that your two fighters made, he does not wake up.
I
I
turn
say
around and I
stop.
give him a look, and I'm like, "Are you guys real right now?"
I try to whisper sorry, but I'm not very good at whispering. So I'm just
What
like,
do-
sorry?
I mean, I'm wearing studded leather. I'm not wearing chain. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's right. Yeah.
That's right. You're wearing. Okay, so only Riley makes a lot of noise. Sorry.
Riley's.
How many more ogres or how many more creatures are asleep?
There's
We
3
see?
orcs, and there's 1 ogre that you guys can see out in front of you, and then the one that's standing next to Ryan, or that Ryan's standing next to on the ground.
Okay. Let's go for the orcs, I guess. First,
Yeah.
right? Okay. You guys want to synchronize it? Kill them all at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone want to start the countdown? Throw up 3 fingers.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. We slit their throats.
Okay, hold on. Neil, read Skype real quick.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Okay. You guys put up fingers and do 1, 2, 3, and then slit throats?
Yeah.
Who is
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to know. Ryan, you're doing this ogre. The 3 of you are doing 3 orcs, leaving this one ogre by itself?
Ogres are the big ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go for the orcs, I guess. Right? Should we? What do you
Mhm.
guys think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You guys slit the 3 orcs and ogre's throat, and they all bleed out in front of you. The ogre, Ryan, since it is an ogre and he has a giant fucking head, you have a pretty hard time doing it silently, and he starts making like roaring noises, but you're still able to slit his throat. And as he does that, a couple of orcs come out from this tent to see what is going on and see you guys standing there.
Do we
And
run
need-
now?
I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, let's run past the
I throw my
grease."
spear at one of the orcs.
Okay, we need to roll. Well, we need to roll for
We get
initiative before you
surprise,
can throw it.
surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Are we surprised? Are they surprised? Are we both surprised? Is everyone
You're
surprised?
both
No one's
surprised.
Everyone's surprised.
You guys
Okay.
are surprised to see them run out. They're surprised to see you
Everyone
standing
just
there.
throws their hands
So
up.
let's roll for initiative.
Okay.
Who wants it?
Not me.
I'll do it.
Okay.
You guys go first.
Nice.
There are 4 orcs that come out of the smaller tent.
What range are they presently?
They're within 10 yards.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take the old bastard sword, 2 hands.
Oh, and Rich, why can't we just stick to the plan and run back past the grease? They'll follow us. They'll chase us.
Are you asking me this as I'm running towards them with my bastard sword?
I guess. As soon as you take out your bastard sword, I'd be like, just run.
What plan? As I
Oh
say, as
my
I'm swinging
God.
an orc.
Swing. You hit. They are not wearing armor. As you get closer, you realize that. You chop the one's head off that you run towards easily. Very clean strike, and his head gets chopped off, goes up in the air, then falls down to the ground. The other 2 orcs look at that and get wide-eyed. What are the rest of you doing?
What'd you say, Ricardo? This sounds like a great plan.
Ah,
I run up to attack them.
Have I heard any human voice, any human words from anybody that's not in the party yet?
No.
I will say, Melf, dame el poder de tu flecha. And I'll use Melf's acid arrow.
Okay, as you're doing that, Riley goes up and strikes. You're still doing that, so keep that stance this entire time, Ricardo. Thank you. Caitlin, you hit twice.
Okay.
Dude, if I'm aiming for this long, I don't think it's possible I miss.
8 damage and...
I forget. Do I do +3 or +2 on my damage?
They're specialized, so it should be +3.
Yeah. So 9
Wait, I have. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I have strength cast on me, so I should do more
It
damage.
doesn't matter. You killed him.
Yeah.
9 and 10. Yeah, you walk up and with 2 strikes take out 2 others, and there's only one standing in front of you, who is just
Yeah.
completely shaken at this point. Also, since you leveled up, don't you roll d20 plus 5 now and d20 plus 4? Isn't that right, Neil? Level 4 warriors get a plus 1. To
Yeah. Well, yeah. So at level 4, you get +3 to hit for your level, and then if you're specialized, you get +1 for that as well. So with her, I forget what you're dual wielding, Caitlin. What are you using?
2 long swords.
2 long swords, yeah.
And you're specialized with both of them? Or
Yes.
you're specialized in longsword. Yeah, so she get d20 plus 4 to hit.
And plus 5 for the plus 1 sword.
Yeah, plus
Yeah,
5.
so add a plus 1 to both your attacks, Caitlin, to hit, because you leveled up.
All right.
Cool.
Can I ask again? So do we run now?
Well, hold on. Ricardo, after taking aim for such a long time, straight up hits this other orc. And what is the damage? Can you roll 2d4 damage for me?
Yes. No.
An arrow sinks into this orc in the side, but he does not fall over.
It's cool, guys. Let's talk to him. Orc, you're poisoned, bitch.
Why? Do we run? Do we not run? How does?
Why would we
Cobblepot,
run?
what are you
Is there,
doing?
like,
Do I see anything sleeping
Is
on the
this
ground?
running?
Anything else sleeping?
Yes, there is an ogre sleeping on the ground.
I go slit its throat.
Okay, you walk up to him and slit his throat. Once again, you have a hard time. He makes an even louder roar as you carve into his throat, slitting it across. And as you do that, an ogre walks out of this tent right here and looks around at the ground. And when he sees his comrades fallen, he runs at you guys, running at Cobblepot, having just slit his brother's throat. You don't know he's his brother, but anyways. He runs at you. And it is their turn to attack. So let me... Hold on, let me roll this guy's HP. Because you guys already killed 2. Alright, this one goes to swing at Cobblepot. How much, what's your AC? 15?
Yes.
This guy, not wearing any armor.
16, sorry.
This guy, not wearing any armor, swoops down and goes to just swipe you aside with his hand and hits nothing and just whiffs. There's a huge gust of wind right in front of you, and you feel incredibly lucky to have not been hit. We need to roll for initiative.
Someone else want to go?
Oh, I should not have gone. 8.
They go first. Once again,
I'm sorry. Sorry, team.
Once again, this ogre, now closer to Cobblepot, takes another swipe with his fist. Or actually, he just punches down on the ground in front of him. And your AC is 16. Do I have this dice? Let's see. He does indeed hit you. But he only hits you slightly as you put up your shield and take a huge brunt of the damage. Your shield, almost seemingly cracking, takes the brunt of this, and you take 4 damage. Sorry, 5 damage.
Okay.